It isn't up to the government of Canada to accept or refuse Pope Francis's apology to Indigenous people.
In two areas.
But
First,
Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations Mark Miller says the visit doesn't fulfill the TRC's calls to action.
The role the church played and its doctrines, particularly the doctrine of discovery, played in paving the way to the establishments of residential schools, ripping children away from their languages, forced conversion to Christianity. The institution's role in that. There is a gap insofar as there is a need for the acknowledgement that the church and its doctrines.
The lack of mention of the doctrine of discovery is echoed by former Manitoba Senator Murray Sinclair. In a written statement, Sinclair recognizes the importance of the apology, but states, while an apology has been made, that same doctrine is in place. The Pope and the Church remain silent on the most problematic tenets of its belief system, that Indigenous people in Canada and around the world should not have the right to practice their own faith, cultures, and traditions. In a tweet from NDP MP Charlie Angus, he says, as a Canadian Catholic, I'm appalled that Pope Francis refuses church apology for crimes committed in residential schools. Canada must call on the church to pay the money they owe for these crimes. Miller, who is currently in Iqaluit for the final stop of the papal visit, says this isn't the end.
My sincere hope is that survivors get a sense of solace and modicum of closure. Must acknowledge that this is very much the beginning and not the end. The church has a role not only with those who have kept the faith, but in rebuilding trust, just as the government of Canada has and needs to continue doing in accompanying survivors on what can be a retriggering and very much incomplete journey up to now.
Tamara Pimentel, APTN National News, Winnipeg.